So this is why I'm leaving the family group chat. I was going to list out everything my family has done, make them the villain to my story, but that's not what I want. I recognize that everyone falls short. However, I also acknowledge that I need to speak my piece. When I told my parents about a law seminar I could attend in Chicago, my dad said it was a good idea. My mom said, and walked away. That moment stuck with me, but what I noticed was how my dad never brought it up again. Never asked how it was going, as if he forgot. It's not just about the words said, it's about the words left unsaid, the follow up that never comes, the lack of acknowledgement, and it makes me wonder if I stopped talking about my dreams, would they even notice? November 19th, 2022. I used my last few dollars to print out copies of my business plan. And while every now and then I get a like, a quick question, a crumb of support, it's never flowing. A share, a follow, a word of encouragement, that's all it would take. And yet, it still feels distant. Meanwhile, people I've only just met support harder than my own family, recommending me to coworkers, sharing my business card, believing me in ways I rarely see from those closest to me. There was a time I was struggling, evicted, car repossessed, moved back home. I kept hearing promises of support, whispers of investments, but it was always left undone, unspoken, as if forgotten. Meanwhile, investments into the church, or people they saw as more worthy, came in abundance, overflowing tides, endless offerings. It became clear there's a hierarchy, and I'm at the bottom of it. Sometimes my mom would even show me her commission checks, maybe just proud, maybe something else, but it felt like salt in a wound. Whether it was intentional or not, it felt like they were throwing blessings in my face while watching me drown. March 3rd, 2023. I listened back to an old conversation with my mom, and I noticed something, how repetitive I sounded, how stuck I was in my own cycle, how I was waiting for something that was never going to come. Being a business owner is already hard. The finances, the organization, the portfolio building, the inventory, but most of all, building self-confidence. I've approached people trying to market myself only to have them look me up and down like I don't belong. If I already have to fight for my place out there, I don't need to feel unsupported from family too. My mom doesn't really support anything she doesn't agree with. When I was pursuing law, they shouted from the rooftops, But now that I'm on a different path, even though she says she believes in me, I don't feel that same support. She doesn't show up for me in the same way. They always say, we're your biggest cheerleaders. But how can you cheer from the sidelines if you never even show up to the game? When I moved out for the first time, a moment that should have been exciting, she made it clear she didn't support me. She went as far as to make me kneel before her and declare that I was going against her. It wasn't just the words that hurt, it was the demonstration. Like she was making it clear that I was beneath her. And maybe that's the real issue. Support shouldn't feel like power over, it should feel like love beside. I know that the majority of my clients will come from word of mouth, so it's ironic. For a family that loves to talk, why aren't y'all running y'all mouths from me? But it's time to refocus, to move forward, with or without their support. I plan on doing something big, big enough to include everyone, but I'll do it by myself if I have to. I'm not waiting on anyone else to show up for me anymore. I'm doing this, with or without applause. I don't need crumbs because I'm going to feast.